It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith.
Bye, Ernie.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sport. And David, it definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. And Kobe, something that has changed in the NBA over the course of your career is the role of the power forward, the four. More and more, you need to be able to stretch the floor, take your guy outside, shoot the three. Do you feel that that's a trend, or is that something you think that is here to stay in the NBA?
Well, I think things will evolve and things will change. I mean, you start getting, power forwards like Tim Duncan and Garnett back in the league, Dirk. All of a sudden, it becomes less and less of a commodity to have smaller fours. Right. Because you're going to need to deal with the Tim Duncans and the Garnetts of the world. So I think it's just a natural evolution thing.
Did you, when you had to guard a big like that, ever fear going out and trying to get him on the side or even working him inside the lane where he would have more power, more advantage?
No, I never worried about it too much. What I try to do is I always try to study the film and figure out what their tendencies are, what their sweet spots are, and you just try to get them off of that. It's not necessarily about the size of them, but how to get yourself in position when you can knock them off down a little bit and use the lack of size that you have to disorient them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Mejri. Kemba Walker is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Collins, and it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Back to Walker. And it's blocked.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
The pass to Mitchell. Marjanovic with it. He's covered by Beal. Ibaka with the screen on Beal. Out to Ibaka. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for the Lakers. Kobe, you've made no bones about patterning your game after Michael Jordan. You watched him while growing up. Can you give us a little insight into the impacts of what he meant to you and how he formed you in some ways?
Sure. Well, I think most players growing up, at least my generation, probably watched him play and saw all of the fancy plays, the dunks, the highlights, and things of that nature. What I focused on was how he got there. The moves, the timing, the fundamentals, the spacing, the rhythm. That's what I studied meticulously. And so when I watched him play, I think I watched him play a little differently than others. Having not gone to college and all these other things, growing up overseas, I had to learn the fundamentals by watching and observing the greats, and to the most minute detail.
Well, you got to play against some great defenders in the NBA, like Draymond Green of Golden State and others. What are some of the things that I mentioned Draymond Green that he does as a player that you think separates him from the rest of the defensive guys in the league?
He does his research. He does his homework.
You can tell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can tell. When you watch him play, he puts himself in position before the offensive player even attacks. And how does he know that? Because he's watching film. He studies. He knows the player's tendencies. And so when you mix in the research to go along with his frame and the quick hands and the foot speed, then you have a defensive player that's a force.
At the line for 2. Free throw good. Serge Ibaka.
Oh, from the Republic of Congo, Serge Ibaka, Dikembe Mutombo, and Bismack Biyombo. A lot of big man talent.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Here's the screen. Walker with it. Now guarded by Ball. Beal from long range. Atlanta gets it back in a new 24. There's the dish to Jackson. Pass to Walker. He kicks it to Collins. Clock at 6. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Beal from long range. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Top of the key, Ball. Tries a three, and Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his third assist on the night.
This is where Serge is most dangerous. Extremely confident now from beyond the arc.
Now Walker releases. Serge Ibaka. He's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. And Serge Ibaka, known for his shooting ability now.
He trusts you every time he punts the ball.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is. Huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
We've got Ibaka. Mitchell is out there with Ball. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Kuzma in at the three. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Under the leadership of Commissioner Adam Silver, the league, Kobe, has been proactive, looking to improve the game. What are some changes you'd like to see coming up in the future?
Well, more physical play. That's one of the things I think, it just drives me crazy.
You never shied away from physical.
No, I mean, this is the NBA, right? So I always look at the NBA as another level of play, another level of physicality. It's not the same calls that are being called in high school or being called in college. This is another level. And it certainly used to be that way. Now, there's a lot of little touchy fouls here and there that I'd rather see not be a part of the game.
That has changed, hasn't it?
Oh, my goodness. In Europe, the game is actually more physical. Think about that for a second.
Wow. Kobe LeBron said he learned so much about how to approach the game when you shared the floor on Team USA. What was it like playing with a guy like him, as you also played with Jordan, and then going up against him all those years?
Well, I think it was a shocking experience for them because I don't think they realized how much I talk trash. So,
no,
yeah,
what?
I don't think they knew because, you know, when you from a distance, you say, Kobe, we thought you were really quiet and all some stuff, and you get to practice, and I just don't shut up. And I'm just saying really brutal things about their game. And it's just, you know, they're getting really ticked off. But
yeah,
then,
because you were right.
Yeah,
well,
the intensity of practice goes up another level. And then we'd all go out to dinner, and then the next morning, you know, we come into the meeting, and I've already been working out for 2 hours. So then they see that, and then, you know, D Wade would come up and say, hey, man, I want to join you in your workouts. What time are we going? 5 a.m. I'd be down there working out.
Measuring up
Brian
body.
said, "Come on, come too." Brian would show up, and then Melo would show up, and all slowly but surely, we have our whole USA team in the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning.
What a
training.
constructive time, I would think,
Oh, it was
for those
beautiful.
other players.
But it was fun for all of us because we got a chance to hang around each other and think about the competition, right? So now when we come back to the NBA, fans are getting a better product, right? Because we've all been working out and pushing each other and getting better off of each other. So now when we step on the court to compete against each other, that means we have to take our games to another level.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
That's a great story. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Marjanovic, no good. And we'd like to thank you for stopping by, Kobe. Hope you come back and join us again.
I definitely will. I had a great time, man. Thank you for having me.
And Smitty, you've had to guard Kobe on the floor during your playing days.
Here's one just poke him in the eye.
Inside look at how he views the game.
Where's the
and
flagrant
he
for
sees
that?
from a broadcast angle.
Absolutely. You talk about one of the all-time greats. He was the ultimate student of the game, and just hearing what he feels about the state of the game and the players he's watching today, what a treat.
And last season, I think, Greg, there was a time when Kemba Walker was playing basketball, you know, as well as any point guard in the NBA.
No doubt. I mean, not to say he's the best in our league, but he is certainly climbing up the list. You can't ignore his impact on this team. Has worked to improve each season.
The Lakers were up like
he's been in the league.
6.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why.
This team just gives away the lead.
Right there. That pass was right on the money.
Here's Kuzma. Mejri with the rebound. Mejri's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jackson has the open look, and he misses the go-ahead basket. The Lakers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Here's Kuzma, guarded by Jackson. Mejri with the rebound.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Here's Beal. No good, trying to beat the buzzer.
The 2K Sports Halftime
Ernie
Show.
Johnson here. Got Shaq. Got a competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
This is actually a pretty even game.
And that
10
will
boards versus 5 boards and combined 5 steals and blocks.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Hawks shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And so in the game for the Hawks, Collins is out there with measuring. Then there's Bradley Beal. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Jackson in at the small forward. There's Beal with the 3. That one misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. They set the pick. Off the screen. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
And Walker kicks to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Beal up top. He's got 8. The shot's good. Beal's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
Ibaka, the pass to Kuzma. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. There's the pick. Walker with it. Now guarded by Ball. Jackson from long range. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Ball kicks to Ibaka. Pass to Marjanovic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And the league has taken some measure to keep the pace of the game going, which I think is good. Getting players to the court more quickly after timeouts. Just carving some seconds. Sometimes they add up over the course of a game to make it seem faster, to keep the rhythm of the game. You like that direction, Steve?
I love that direction, now, especially for the fan to get a chance to watch it. I love all the little, like you said, nuances to keep this game moving. I would love to see, even when a coach calls a timeout, if he doesn't want to take the time, that they can continue to keep playing. If both coaches agree, just to have a timeout, because sometimes you just want to have a break. You might want to turn it over. You call a timeout. You don't have to strategize. Just keep playing.
And Walker kicks to Collins. They set the pick. Pass to Mejri. The feed to Collins. Jackson in the corner. From deep, Walker. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers leading by 4. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Shot from 12. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Out left to the wing. The Hawks working the ball around. And Walker kicks to Jackson. This is to Walker. Jackson setting the pick here for Walker. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
Walker out here.
There's a screen by Marjanovic.
Gotta get Beal.
They set the screen. Here's Ball. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there.
Oh,
and
man,
we've watched
that's
3
pretty much
so
what I
far in this
expected.
one. Lakers lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline.
Just relax. We're in good shape.
We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Look at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks. It was a win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. All out there with Mitchell. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Marjanovic. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Hawks trail by 4.
Get him, Beal.
Outside, Beal. Feeds it to Walker. Collins against Ibaka. Collins dishes to Beal. From 11 feet away and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Beal's gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go.
I'm happy you said that twice.
The shot from the low post is good. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Mejri, the pass
Beal,
to Beal.
please.
Nailed from
Thank you.
point land.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Now here's Ball. Kicks to Ibaka. He dishes it to Mitchell. Ibaka sets the pick for Ball. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Hawks.
Cut ball.
Beal with it. Walker in the corner.
Get the Beal. You gotta go to Beal, please. Don't put it in Walker's hands.
He feeds it to Jackson. Mejri kicks to Walker. To take the lead. Another 3.
Oh!
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you
All right,
can
Kemba.
shoot it like Walker,
I'll believe it.
it's not necessarily a bad thing.
They set the screen. Here's Ibaka. It's
Get
deflected, and that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Cardiac Kemba, more like Cadillac Kemba.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Screen by Ibaka. Ball kicks to Ibaka. Just 4 to shoot. Sinks the 3-pointer.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
Walker dishes to Beal. He's feeling it. The shot's good on the
Oh, he's
assist by
feeling it,
Walker.
all right. He's feeling it.
Walker's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Ball with it. He's picked up by Walker. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession.
Outstanding.
Oh my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how that error will ultimately play out.
For Atlanta, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Here's Collins. The shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Fast break, the Lakers count it.
Yeah, and Ball is an incredibly gifted passer. Just excels at getting his guys going.
They set the pick. Outside, Walker. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
He thrives in these big moments.
Incoming
He's
serve
always
a
ready
bucket
to help
3.
put the game away.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 51 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Bradley Beal.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Luke Walton was just talking about strategy with his team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Yum, 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 yum. 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one.
You can tell he's frustrated to get that good of a look from 3, and he didn't make it.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're behind by 4. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. .26 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Walker goes in. Here's Collins. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
Hey, guys, the only noise we're hearing now is coming from the visitors' bench.
Oh, ball's taking free throws.
Just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that's an intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to throw, when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Outside, Walker. To win it. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. What a shot. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve.
Parker with 54, Mitchell with 33. Ball with the Kevin Love stat line with 24 assists. Measure with the Kevin Love stat line himself. Beal with 51. They steal fraud.